Like,
what are they gonna do?
So at my private school, they used to tell us like Jay-Z and Kanye was the Illuminati and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I would get in my dad's car. He would come pick me up after school, and the first thing he playing is Jay-Z. So.
What's up, guys? It's V Rich back in this thing. You are
Tiara,
Megan,
and we are Destiny's Child. Alright, so
oh Lord.
today, where's the group message where I sent the questions? Oh. Today, we're gonna be talking about a couple little things. We all went to the name of the school.
Oh,
So we all went to a private school together.
Yeah.
So we share similar experiences with like kind of just being in a bubble, and now that we're all in college, it's kind of like now we're in the real world or whatever the case may be.
Oh, for sure.
So we're just gonna talk about some of the advantages of going to a private school, the disadvantages, and like what are the main differences between the people and all that type of stuff. So the first question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of going to a private I don't know why I didn't think a private school.
Oof.
Whoever wants to start.
I went the longest. Let me go.
Like we all went to the same school up until like, when did I leave?
I left before high school.
Yeah.
You left like
Sophomore year.
and then I stayed all 13
You
years.
graduated.
I graduated.
I went from a private school, but it was like a Christian private school to like, so that's even like another factor as to why it
that's
is
even
different.
that's a bubble within a bubble.
That's a bubble within a bubble. But then the next private school I went to was like a sports academy, but it wasn't like Christian affiliated.
Yeah.
So. All right, go ahead, man.
Okay, I say an advantage. I say in general is a better I say in general for private schools, low key, like especially in Charlotte, some of the public schools, I say we have a better education
System, yeah.
And then also another advantage was like
okay, let me stop you. I'll say we have a better educational system, but I wouldn't say the kids are more educated.
No. Heck,
Yeah,
no, not
by
that.
any means.
Because we all ended up like pretty much at the same schools as everybody else. So it wasn't like, I'm just saying like our education was just like
the tools we had.
You had to do your homework.
But it's up to the person to utilize the tools. Whereas because private school kids are so just like entitled, and it's like, well, and I don't want to say all of them are entitled, but
a lot of them
were. At least the school we went to. So it's just kind of like we expect to have these tools, and we weren't able to utilize them as well because we didn't even appreciate that we had them. So
Right.
And then another good advantage I noticed was like our smaller like classes and stuff. Like you got a better like relationship with teachers. So like when you had to do the recommendation, it was so easy. You could like go like, oh, thank you, and like because they knew you because you had multiple years with them. Because our school was so small that like certain teachers,
it was like 10 people in the class.
So certain people had like the same teacher because I had the same teacher for 3 years out of the 4 years. So Miss Jones. I had Miss Jones a lot.
I don't know. I'm saying
I know. I mean, your sister went there. They usually have the same teachers for like 50 years.
So you have like the same teachers, and then you have advisory. So you have like connections with certain teachers more, and then like also school trips and stuff like that. So those like intimate, and then also with like guidance counselors. There's only like 100 of us, so like 50-50. So like they could get to know you better too, and like help you with like college really well.
She
stuff
said,
like
what's
that.
it called?
With college, so like that was a better factor because I know like Riz, she went to another school, and like they did not help her at all with like none of her college applications or anything.
Oh, that's why she came back new.
Well,
yeah,
there was other things.
yeah.
But like that was so like that helped a lot with her. So like, and she said like they were not helpful at all. Like she had no idea what she was doing, and then versus us, like they were holding our hands the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
which is
like,
an advantage and a disadvantage.
With us having like study hall and like forcing us to like do our homework and get ahead, and then you also go home and maybe catch up. They didn't really have that at like public school. It was kind of like, it is what it is. Like they give you the homework and then you go home.
If
and
you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't.
But
like, it was like when we went there, they were like checking and making sure we were doing everything we're supposed to do. And
like I studied way more in high school than I did in college. No cap.
Yeah.
I swear I feel like we had more homework too.
Oh gosh, yes we did.
We had a lot of, especially in middle school for some reason.
And that's why I feel like it's kind of a lack of, well, at least for me going to a private school, it was a little bit of a lack of work ethic and like self-motivation because you had somebody holding your hand, whereas
Definitely.
like in other situations it was like if you don't get that work done, you're failing the grade.
Right,
you know what I mean? Whereas me, bro, like if I didn't do an assignment, it's okay, well, let's coddle you and work with you and try to get you through it so that you could, which was super helpful for me because
Yeah, you got away with something.
I got away with so much, but it's also just because like I was mad cool with like my teachers though, so you know what I mean. It was just like I got so many passes, whereas I wouldn't have had the opportunity to even be that cool with like teachers at a public school because it's like they have a million students. No, we're not forming a rapport and like a relationship with each other. I don't care about you. I'm doing my job and I'm going home.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, how like what was an advantage to go to public school though?
I would definitely say like the diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very big thing, and just like it being so big, like my biggest school, public school.
Please stop saying names.
I know.
They making me edit, bro.
It was like, it was like a different person I could meet and different types of people I could meet in every class. Whereas it like when we went to school, it was like, okay, it was people in almost every class.
Victoria.
That's them.
So for me, I went there all 13 years. When I tell you a fifth of my class, I've been with them since I was in kindergarten. Imagine that, like since kindergarten, and I only met like maybe this or that person, like, but I never like. That's another disadvantage. The bubble.
Yes, the bubble.
So the bubble was just like private schools. I never got to meet anybody else unless you never got to meet anybody else because like I was filtered in with like information, people, and like everything else. So like I did not.
That.
And I
Your
was
skin glowing. Go ahead.
and so I didn't even have like
The opportunity.
How you open the door? This some top secret. Oh, you gotta press it away, man. You got
I got these damn
At least they got
Oh my
T-Rex.
god.
Hey, can I sit in the trunk?
if you wanted to.
What?
No, that trunk big. You can kick your feet up in the trunk. Please move your feet up, cause I know your feet don't need no room.
Okay, but I can't be that close to the camera. All right, I can just do like that. All right. Okay. My hair is an absolute disgrace, and I don't know why he's smiling that bright. Okay, another thing I will say, from like to pick.
Y'all recording right now?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, y'all can just hop in where you
Where
see
y'all-
fit.
Okay.
But to piggyback off of what she just said about like it being a bubble at a private school, it was either you was about to be cool with who you was like cool with in your class, or you wasn't gonna have nobody else to talk to.
Oh my god!
Like it's either you had to be cool with this group or you had to be cool with this group. You ain't have like nowhere else to branch out and get to like know other people unless you went to other schools. And another thing I will say, like what you just said. And I guess this is for everything, but at private schools, you always feel like you're missing out on like the fun everybody at public schools. I promise you, we thought we were so lame. Like it was nothing to do.
Like we had nothing to do because like for us, it was just like you see like on TV or like on a Snapchat or Instagram, people going to parties like as like freshmen and sophomores,
and it's like 100 people. We got 100 people just in our class, bro.
So I never went to a real party till my senior year, and I was so late on doing things because I was just like we were
Say like guidance counselors, like where we went to school, like in middle school, like
Mrs. O'Brien. Miss O'Brien helped me
so.
Oh my god!
But it's like they would make sure you were on your stuff because like if you would fail an assignment or a test or a quiz, then they would pull you
emailing
in.
your mom.
Oh
They're
my
calling
God, yeah.
you.
They're like, oh, what's going on? But at public school, it was kind of like it's only there for themselves.
It's on you.
Only time I went to a guidance counselor was to sign up for classes the next year and make sure I had all my credits that I needed.
like,
Dang, you formed no relationship with your
like it's
adults.
like they had.
They had so many
There was
people.
4,000 kids, so it's not like they had time.
Yeah, and I went all the time there. Like every question I had with like college, I was able to go to them, which was nice.
All right, do y'all have? What are some advantages y'all had from a private
It's a
school?
million people in Florida.
My
So
private school.
Beautiful skin and gorgeous eyes.
Thank you. So I ain't go to a private school. Man, the worst school ever.
That's a bubble inside of a bubble inside of a bubble.
Like
Yeah,
UCC
I
is
got
the
it.
worst school.
I gotta bleep out all the names, but continue.
But yeah, like
yeah,
I can't even say it's no advantages to going there because I feel like once you go into the real world, like a lot of private schools don't teach science because they feel like the Bible is.
Oh my god!
Like,
yeah.
Wow, that is
So-
very
I forgot
true.
about that.
So like that's a real big thing coming out of private schools. Like you really have to like get right with science. Like I struggle with science all the way through high school.
And that's not to say you have to believe in science, but to just be
Exactly.
aware of what's like actually
It's like
going
evolution.
on.
Like
Yeah.
they would go like a little skim over the surface.
Wasn't no evolution.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Right, like they would just say one sentence and that would be it. While like in college, oh my gosh, that was my worst.
And my thing is, at the school we went to, like, you know how they say faith without works is dead. Well, if all you were taught was faith, and you have no idea how to like work towards it, and like that's what I'm saying, to not teach science and like psychology and stuff like that, because it's like God will handle all, which is true, but it's like you at least have to do
your part.
Yeah, you have to do your part. But if you don't even know how to do your part because it doesn't exist, it's like, what? Like,
you know what, and that has thrown me off for the longest, because I just be and
it makes you question, like,
it'll be a time where you just sitting there not doing nothing because like they said God was gonna do it, so I'm gonna just chill till he make it happen.
Get in the camera, oh.
Never.
She said no. Clean juice.
For real though, like for me with God and everything, that's kind of hard to like do it on my own, because like I was so used to doing it with like my parents and like with CCS for like 18 years, so like I never really got to like actually
form your own relationship.
Oh, like form my own relationship or form my own like not religion, because I'm obviously Christian, but like I never got
you had to be. That's all you know.
I had to be. Actually, I'm mixed Christian and Catholic, but like I never got to like, I don't know, I never really got like a deep intimate connection with God or anything like that. For like
would you say we learned how to
yeah, you definitely learned how to, but like no one really put in the work, because I can tell you right now, so many people don't really go to, after going to CCS, I know so many people who don't even go to church like that anymore, or do that much.
Churches
you kind of just gotta find
church can really just be you at the crib reading the Bible. Like,
that is true.
They don't even go together.
But then like from CCS perspective, you had to go to church. It's like
or you like weren't a Christian. They made the requirements of what a Christian was. It wasn't even that it was hard. It's just like that doesn't prove that you're a Christian. That doesn't prove that you serve God because you go to church.
Like the standard was so high, and I was just like, I know some of us aren't even there.
And it was so high that we could never reach it, especially at the ages we were at.
And they would preach it on, and it's kind of like, was y'all doing this when
we were yeah, like,
and it's easy to say that as an adult now.
Yeah,
where y'all
and it makes you already feel defeated, because it's like, bro, well, I'm not gonna be perfect. So and I don't even want to say they tried to preach that we had to be perfect, but in how they treated us when we messed up, really, if you didn't come to school in dress code, you were like a servant of the devil, bro. They tried to literally call me a hoe because I came to school with like,
I have a picture, so you can insert it like right here.
Like, bro, and it would literally just be like a strapless shirt or something like that wouldn't even show anything, and it was like, okay, now I'm a hoe, like, really?
That's another disadvantage.
You would literally have like after school detention if you came out of dress code
for so many times. Yes. No,
and then they would say they don't want to tempt the boys, like
what?
Teach the boys to freaking have
to mind their business. To mind their business.
Nah, real quick, as a male, I honestly hate that, because it's just, especially having a,
we can't control
like, just raise the males better.
Like for real, like you can't just hinder the girls and then let the boys do what they want.
Like, we're responsible for
what does that
teach?
That's why so many girls, and me and King have talked about this, that's why so many girls allow boys to be boys, because nobody has required them to be men. Not even teachers, not even principals, because it's like, no, they can stay boys. The girls are the ones who have to become women and only do this and only do that. It's ridiculous.
Like we couldn't wear dresses.
They can come in some short
our dresses had to be like right to our knee, but boys come in with shorts half of their thighs.
Yeah, with them chubby them boys. Oh my god!
I don't even have to say his name, but you know exactly who I'm talking about.
I can name 3, 4, 5. Okay, King, why would you say private school gave you anxiety, and how? And move your face into the camera, please. It's his birthday, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, that's my brother.
He's a Capricorn.
He's a Capricorn. That's why he's overly serious.
Hey, just chill. Hey, we're not gonna go into. You know my birthday in 2 days.
You're a Capricorn?
Of course.
Oh my god!
I just learned about like zodiac and stuff.
Nah, I knew about it. I just didn't.
Now when she sees somebody, it's I can't talk to you.
Nah, it's only Scorpios. I will never in a million years talk to a Scorpio.
What's a Scorpio's birthday?
They're like October.
But if you a Scorpio, get on your knees and pray.
Not get on your knees and pray.
You got some work, some spiritual work. I wish we could continue with the question.
Oh yeah.
How did private school?
You know what? Because they grew up to. Okay, so perfect example. They used to tell us. Dang, do I want to say this?
Yeah, say it. And speak loud. Exactly. Like,
what they're gonna do.
So at my private school, they used to tell us like Jay-Z and Kanye was the Illuminati and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I would get in my dad's car. He would come pick me up after school, and the first thing he playing is Jay-Z. So